Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Today, we're looking at watchmaking royalty. Yep, a Rolex, but not just any Rolex. Among the Crown brand's flagships, the Yacht-Master II is a standout. And among the Yacht-Master IIs, the white gold and platinum combination that you see here is quite possibly the least common, most desirable, and, if I may say so myself, most likely to become a future collector piece. Why? Simple. Scarcity. Now, the Yacht-Master II debuted in 2007 as the flagship of Rolex's Complications lineup. Now, previously, Rolex Complications had been pretty tame. A chronograph on the Daytona, a second time zone on the GMT and Explorer 2, but nothing really fancy. You know, the Yacht-Master II changed that. With its 44mm case and its flyback programmable regatta chronograph, the Yacht-Master II was not just a game changer for Rolex, but it instantly rolled to the head of the class in terms of Rolex complications. Now, you could get yours in yellow gold, you could get yours in a two-tone Rolesaur, or the very rare combination of platinum and white gold. Now, the platinum and white gold not only costs dramatically more and thus appears far less frequently, but it also completely changes the look of the watch, whereas all of the others, including the new stainless steel version, have colored bezels with ceramic inserts. This one is all noble metal. Now, ceramic is hardy, but it's not really worth anything. It's not inherently valuable. It's not a precious metal of any kind. Platinum, on the other hand, may be the precious metal and the ultimate symbol of prestige in watchmaking. So what you have here is a watch that is entirely white gold, case, back, bracelet, clasp, until you get to this platinum bezel. And because you have the light metal case, the light metal bezel, and the white lacquered dial, you wind up with a watch that actually it looks bigger. The impression on the wrist is even bigger than its 44mm, whereas the other Yacht-Master IIs have a visual impact roughly on par with something like a Royal Oak Offshore or an Hublot Big Bang. The white gold and the platinum can go toe-to-toe with something like a King Power. Now that's a 48mm watch, and not everyone can wear that one. This one is a nice compact 53mm from lug to lug. In other words, it doesn't really wear bigger than a Royal Oak 42mm offshore, so you get the impression of a much larger, more commanding wrist presence, but it doesn't actually require a bigger wrist to pull it off. But let's get back to that concept of rarity and collectibility. Now, a lot of people were very enticed by the white metal and white dial aesthetic of this when it came out. It's just the price put it completely out of reach. And when the stainless steel version came out, a lot of people who were going to pony up for the platinum, they went and they got the stainless. No, it's not a one-for-one substitution. The stainless has lots of blued cues. It has that blue ceramic insert. It doesn't have this cool as ice visual impression. Only the platinum and white gold has that. And in this modern era, when Rolex makes 1 million watches a year, it's almost impossible to put your finger on a model that's going to be collectible in the future. Because when we look back to the classic era of Rolex, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and we try to pick classics out of that lot, inevitably we go back to the Paul Newmans, we go back to Double Red Sea Dwellers, we go back to Explorer 5500s and early Milgauss references, early Bakelite dial GMTs, things that are inherently uncommon and thus automatically collectible. Today, it's hard to find a single Rolex watch that's rare on the same order as those classics. Rolex makes so much of everything. There are no watches that exist in only a couple of thousand copies at any given time. And the one exception may be the Yacht-Master II in white gold and platinum. I'm just saying, you hardly ever see these. For every 10 Yacht-Master IIs we get, I'd say maybe one white gold comes across my desk. So that's in the belly of the beast. WatchYouWant.com sees 50 to 70 new watches through our inventory every week. And we get quite a few Yacht-Master IIs. But again, I can count on one hand the number of white gold and platinum Yacht-Master IIs I've seen in person. And that's after years in the industry. So consider this watch is already rare. And as they crank out those stainless steel, those two-tone, those yellow gold versions, every single one of these that isn't made is just paying forward the collectibility potential of the white gold, the platinum, And you get everything that the standard Yacht-Master II includes. You get all that complexity, the size, the presence, the heft in the hand. It feels like $1,000,000. And although we're offering a tremendous discount on original MSRP, that original MSRP wasn't far off. The bottom line was this was always a patrician in the Rolex lineup. And if you want complication, if you want wrist presence, if you want a watch that has possibly the most useful chronograph Rolex has ever sold, 10 minutes down to zero, it countdowns backward, it's programmable, it's a flyback, it's what's known as a regatta timer. I find that timing intervals of 10 minutes or less on a clear, legible, easy-to-use chronograph is worth far more than the nearly indecipherable, illegible subdials on a Daytona. So you get that functionality with this Yacht-Master II, but you also get collectibility. You get rarity. You get, again, the heft that's unique to this combination of white gold and platinum, and a look that's completely unique among Yacht-Master IIs. There's no bezel insert, so it plays bigger. It looks cleaner. It doesn't have that cartoonishly overwrought look that some people dislike on the standard Yacht-Master. It just looks big, clean, and mean. And once again, because so few of these were made, it looks like $1,000,000. Now or later, it's only a matter of time. The Yacht-Master II in white gold and platinum, available from watchyouwant.com.